What's up, guys? This is Teddy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about inheritance in C#. So inheritance is one of the fundamental building blocks, the four fundamental building blocks of object-oriented programming. And luckily, inheritance isn't really that complicated. It's kind of the way it sounds. Many times people get inheritance mixed up, or they think that it's some type of monetary inheritance, or there's some type of like biology. If you ever took a biology class, you always heard about the monks and the pea pods, and the monks were able to build better pea pods. If you know what I'm talking about, smash that like button. If you don't, it's okay. But inheritance is just passing down the properties and the methods from one class to another. And a great way to describe this relationship is, or to test this relationship. So if you're ever coding and you're wondering, would this be a good place for inheritance? Think about the is-a relationship. In object-oriented programming and inheritance, you have something called an is-a relationship. So a dog is an animal. A human is an organism. A car is a vehicle, if you see what I'm saying. So in case of the car, you would have a broader vehicle class, and then you would have a car underneath it, because you can have other types of vehicles too. You can have trains, you can have motorcycles. So a vehicle is a broader class, and the car inherits from the vehicle class. It's an abstraction. It's a way of taking really redundant code out of the class and putting it into like a top class. Just think about like you're in your attic and you got all this junk down here, and you're just like, man, this junk's everywhere. So you're just going to take your methods, you're going to take your properties and put them up in the attic, and whenever you need them, you can just kind of like pull them down. Just think of it like that. Think of it like an attic where you're putting all, this data that you don't want to see. Like, your code can get cluttered, and a way of refactoring it's called extracting to a class. So you would extract it to a class, and you would put all that code that you don't want up in your attic, up in your base class, and you don't have to see it all in your code that you're working on. That's kind of like the gist of inheritance, if that makes sense. But I'm going to give you like a real world analogy and give you an instance where you're coding. You recognize that your class is becoming too redundant, and then you do something in refactoring called extracting to a class. If you really want to impress your employer about your refactoring skills, say, I'm going to make this code more dry by extracting to a class, and they'll go crazy. They'll be like, oh my God, this dude's a rock star. So first things first, whenever you're thinking about inheritance, just think semicolon. Like, if you ever see a semicolon at the top of your class, and I'll show you exactly what this is. Let's just go ahead and get into this code here and stop talking. Time to code. Stop talking. Stop bullshitting. I'm just kidding. All right. Inappropriate outburst. All right, so we're going to make this public. Going to go in here. So here's what we're doing. Our employer, quote unquote, has given us requirements that we need to create a network utility. This is like all my other videos. We're creating like a mock network utility. If you want a real network utility, if you want to build like a real ping, I've got another video on that, object-oriented project, I think is the name of it. And I actually go through and do object-oriented programming and build like an actual thing that will ping. But here's kind of the gist of it. So we're going to go through here. We're coding along here. We're going to, a ping has a host address. A ping has a receive address. And once again, you could literally just put your own stuff in here. It's not even going to be a real ping. It's just kind of here to illustrate a point. And then we'll go down here, and then we will have some data that we're going to send with our ping. And then down here, what we're going to actually have is we're going to, why did I make a property that we don't need a property? I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll go in here, public void, and we have a void here because we're not actually returning anything. We're actually just printing something to the console. A lot of people have asked like what the void is. The void is when you're staring into the mirror. I'm just kidding. A void is just you're not returning anything. All right, so and the reason you're not returning anything is because you're not returning like a variable. You're literally just you're just printing something to the console, and you're not even returning like an int. So pinging, ping sent. Ping sent. Here we go. All right. So we've got our ping class, but our employer said, well, we need something else. We need TCP too, because we're going to have to manage all these TCP connections. If you don't know what TCP is a stable connection between two computers. That's really all you need to know. And UDP, which I'm going to talk about next, is an unstable connection. TCP would be if you're networking and you call a web page and it sends it back. And UDP would be like when you're sending video. So if you've ever seen like your video kind of like blank out a little bit or something, that's because the connection is unstable, and UDP does not require all the packets to be sent. So just kind of like a little, maybe you learned something there. Your day's not wasted. So we're going to go in here. We're going to make our TCP class, and we recognize that these classes are like almost the same. And subconsciously you'll do this, be like, oh, well, I need to put this, all this code's exactly the same. We're just going to put it in here. So instead of send ping TCP, we'll just say send TCP instead of send ping. And then we'll just go down here, sending TCP. And then we'll say TCP sent. Then we're going to have to do the exact same thing. Our employer called again. Now they want UDP. And the next day, we're coming in here and we're adding UDP. So we're going in here. And we recognize that we need the exact same thing for UDP too. We're getting really redundant here. If you see what I'm trying to get at, we're copying and pasting all this code, and we're just becoming just really redundant. And I think a good rule of thumb, and I've actually seen this before, is if you copy and paste something more than 3 times, you need to refactor your code. And I think that that's a relatively good way to look at things. So here, we're kind of realizing it right now that we're going to have to refactor this, but sometimes you don't, and we're just going to say sending UDP sent. And once again, we're going back and, I'm kind of like looking at this like, okay, something needs to be done here. I don't know what's going on. And then I'm like, oh, well, we could just do inheritance, because UDP is a networking protocol. TCP is a networking protocol. Ping is a networking protocol. If you had a has a relationship, and this kind of goes along with interfaces, if the relationship has a relationship, so ping or networking has a ping. We're kind of getting into the gray area a little bit. I think that this would probably be more appropriate for inheritance, but think about it like this: like a car has a motor. A motor is not a car. You put an engine in a car. So think about it like if you were designing an engine and you had to put in like some kind of module or something, or you had to install like some type of chip. A car has a chip, and that would be more of an interface. So if you're checking, the relationship here, and it's more of an is a relationship, you would use inheritance. But if it is more of like a module, or if it's more like an engine inside of a car and it has a relationship, that's when you want to go within interfaces. And that's kind of like, I still use that, thing all the time. Like whenever I'm thinking about refactoring code, I'm like, is this, has a, I'm kind of like going through that in my head to figure out which would be more appropriate in this scenario. And in this scenario, you could do an interface. I'm sure there's a way you could finagle it, but in this case, and just for learning purposes, we're going to go with inheritance. So inheritance, what we would do is we would come up here, we would go add. You don't have to do, it's a class, so it's not any special type of interface or anything. And then you go in here, just type in base network, because base network utility. So changing this to public. Then we go in here and we're just going to paste this right here. We can worry about in a second, but for right now, let's just worry about the properties, and then we can talk about the function. So we'll go in here. We've got our properties. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to go to our ping and we want to do a semicolon. And that's inheritance. You will see these little green underlines, and this basically means, this is basically Visual Studio telling you, hey, like there's like duplication going on. I think I know what happened is that you inherited from this class, but these properties are in here too. So you've got redundancy here. So what we can do is we'll just take out that, and our ping will have these classes. So it's like they're there, but they're not there. We've put our properties up in the attic. We've got all this, junk down in our, in our house, and we're just putting this junk up in the attic, and, whenever we need it, we can just bring it down. So, and it's Christmas time too. So people are going to be putting junk up in their attic. They're going to be putting junk down in their attic. So watch what happens. Let me see here. Do the same exact thing. We can bring in our TCP. Now our TCP protocols have all those properties. We don't have to worry about them. They're shoved up in the attic, and we don't have to, like I said, worry about them. So base networking utility, got all those. Green underlines means compiler saying, hey, you've got redundancy going on, and that's going to leave. So what do we do when we need to worry about this networking utility? We've still got these methods here, and they're different. So what would be the appropriate case? How could we eliminate some of the duplication? What you can do is you go down here. So we're going to go public. Here we go. Going down here, going to go to void. And we're just going to call this one send. This will be like a very broad send. And just in case we need to bring this down, send. So here's the deal. When you want to pass methods down, you could just pass this down just like this, and it will go to all of the classes. But the issue that we have is that each one of these methods has a different way of sending data. Like they send data in different ways. So if we just deleted this, we would be sending, but we would only be sending the way that the base network utility class will allow us to. We can't actually change it. And when we're sending a ping, we have to send a ping in a specific way. We can't just send ping, willy-nilly. There's a certain way that we have to send a ping versus we have to send a UDP, packet. So what you would do is you go here, and this is what the virtual keyword is. The virtual keyword means, hey, I'm going to put this method here, and I'm going to send down these methods, but if you want to change this method, you can do it. And the way that you do it is you go down to your override. We're going to change this. We're just going to change these to send. Let's watch what happens. Yeah, it gives us an error. So what you need to do is you need to override it. And it's kind of just the way it sounds. You're overriding that, like that class is going to give you that method, or the base class is going to give you that method in its way, But if you want to change it, you have to override it. And if you want to give the ability for this class to be able to do that, you have to put virtual. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what virtual means or why they even call it virtual. If you have any idea why that actually occurs, leave a comment down below, because I would actually be curious of like what the history of virtual is and why they even call it virtual, because I have no idea. But the bad thing is that, not the bad thing, but here's something that you're going to have to realize too. It has to match the method's signature. So if you want to override it, you send, but it has to match the method's signature. And that's what's going to give you the ability to actually override it. So you can just go in here and you can change your methods. So we got override. Let's see. We've got override for our TCP. We've got our UDP. Then we've got override for our UDP. Then we're going to go in here and we got to do the same exact thing. So override. Go in here. Then let's new up. Remember that word I was talking to you guys about? We're going to new up a couple of these classes. We're just going to see what happens. So we go here, got to bring in our console app. So if you don't know what I did there, I hit control, I hit dot, and I just went ahead and brought it in. We're just going to, just for convention's sake, we're just going to make everything lowercase, and we're going to new up some TCP. That's cool. It sounded like really cool. We're going to new up some TCP. All right. Then we're going to go to our UDP. We're going to do a little bit of UDP. UDP equals new UDP. And then we're going to, of course, go into our ping. We're going to do a little bit of ping action. And then for each of these, we're going to see which methods that we actually have available that we can actually use. So if you want to do that, what you want to do is you want to enact the IntelliSense, and let's see, make sure we've got our send. We will just go through all of these and make sure that they're sending in the way that we were planning. So we're going to go here. And let me see, tcp.send. So go down here, udp.send, and then we're going to go to ping.send and just step through these and see what we got here. So stepping through, we're going to go tcp.send, see what happens. Sending TCP, look at that. We've overridden our methods, we've instantiated these, and it's working exactly as we planned. So we go to udp.send, we go ping. What a great little program. My gosh, look how clean that is too. Doesn't that look so much better? Also too, if you want to check out, I've also got a video on abstract classes. If you want to even take this a step further and you want to implement some even more functionality, implement more encapsulation, implement better procedures, make sure to check out my class or my course on abstract classes as well too. But anyway, that's going to be my video for today. That's going to be inheritance. I hope that it was simple. I hope that you learned something. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching.